What's up guys, it's Greta and welcome to today's video where I am going to be showing you two hairstyles for Valentine's Day that you can do on yourself. I'm going to do one updo and one half up, half down do for you to rock. So follow along. This should hopefully be an easy step-by-step tutorial for you. These are probably a little bit more difficult than I guess they're just more on the difficult side, but I should break down the steps so that they're easy. But you probably will have to practice these. So we are going to start off with the first one being the half up, half down. So this is going to be like a flower crown, braid, like headband thing. So anyway, I hope you enjoy and let's get right into it. So to begin, I've prepped my hair by washing it yesterday, so it's not super fresh. Sometimes with my hair it gets too silky to really stay in a style. And then I've also used the Alterna Perfect Iron Spray to take care of any static, because nobody likes static. The first thing I'm going to do is section my hair from behind my ears up in where I would wear like a headband in the front of my head. So I'm just going to use my fingers and kind of map it out. And then pull the rest of that away, separating that so that we look something like this all the way around. And I'll show you better in a minute when I pull this back part out of the way. So I'm just going to take a clip that. I'm just going to put that in a ponytail, like a tighter ponytail, so this hair doesn't get in my way. Then I can take that clip out. Okay, just gonna brush any knots out of this. And then what we're actually going to do, so now you can see this part is just kind of rounded around the front part of my face. I'm going to wet this down so that is totally wet. All right, first thing we want to do is make a section from the back from our part to our face, and the first one I want to be centered with my face. So instead of having my part right down the middle, I'm going to have it right off to the side. All right, so that is the first section we're going to be working with. I'm just going to tuck that behind my ears so it's out of the way. Make sure this is really damp. It'll just be easier to work with that way. We're gonna brush it up and backwards. Okay, then we can just comb this up. And back. So we're looking like that. So it's not 100% like right down the middle of my face, which is fine. So now what you're going to need is an elastic, one of the clear ones preferably, or something that's going to match your hair color. And you're going to pull this into a little ponytail at the back. And then the next thing you're gonna do is grab that ponytail, make a loop, and let it just sit around your finger. Then you're gonna pull, like twist around, grab the end, create another loop, put it around that finger again, holding onto the elastic, twist, grab the tail, pull it through, create your loop, and put it on that finger again. Want to do it at least like 4 times. If your hair's shorter, this is going to be different. My hair is shorter in front because I have like face framing. Now I let go of the elastic, which it makes it a little more difficult. So then I gotta grab it again, twist, grab the tail, create my loop, put it on my finger, grab that elastic again. You can kind of hold the tail in between those fingers so it's out of your way. I don't have much of a nails right now, so this is kind of what I'm trying to do is grab this elastic. Okay, got it. Twist it again, and you're gonna come up and over all of those loops you created on your finger, pull them off of your finger, and then let the elastic slide around them all. And then you're creating this little flower bow that's gonna look like that. And then just kind of leave the tail for now. And then when we're done, we're gonna pin them all. So at the moment, it's just gonna kind of hang there weird. I realized how difficult it may be to actually see how to do this flower braid on my own hair with all my hands in the way and everything. So I decided to pull out my mannequin and my wig to show you a little bit more clearly. I am going to be using a black elastic, so it should be easier for you to really see what's going on. So basically what we're doing is I'm just gonna grab a section randomly here just so you can see what's happening. Let's do it this way. We're pulling this backwards. We're placing our elastic on the hair. We're doing one full loop around, like so, and then twist. So it's on and then twisted once. Then we're grabbing this hair, creating a loop by pulling it through but not all the way. And then we're twisting this again. And then this loop is gonna sit on my index finger, like so. Okay, so once you've looped it around a second time, which is the first time around the new section, you're going to grab that tail again, pull it through, put it on the finger, twist, grab the tail, pull it through, put it on the finger, twist the elastic, grab that tail, pull it through, put that loop on the finger. I like to hold the tail here too so that it keeps that steady. Twist that again, and now we're gonna bring this all the way through. And you're gonna pull that off, and that elastic is gonna go around the base of all of them, and that's what's gonna make your flower. Now this is not something that I created. This is something I learned from Sam Villa, and this is his technique. And like I said, not mine, but I sure do love it. That's really it. So I hope this was easier to follow along than watching me do it. Okay, I'll see you guys back here. Okay, so now that we're done with this one, I just want to share a tip with you on how to get these out. The easiest and safest way for your hair to take these out is to cut the elastics out, because if you try and pull these, it's just going to be such a mess and you're really going to hurt your hair. So I have these ridiculously large scissors because I do not want to use my cutting shears because that's going to dull them, and I should never use those on anything other than hair. So these are like giant sewing scissors, which also you should only be using for sewing and like fabric stuff, but I don't sew, so I just use them for everything. So basically, well, first I'm going to take out my bobby pins. and I'll just show you how to do this. So here's my flower, right? And first you have to grab the elastic and do your very, very best to only grab the elastic. So I'll get there, hold on. That's hair. It is not the easiest thing. This can get kind of tingly, but it looks cute, and that's all that matters. I'll find it. I'll get there. Here we go. Here we go. Sometimes it's hard to tell if you have the hair or you have the elastic. So once you have the elastic, just make sure you're not holding the hair with it. Okay. Pull that tight so you can see that, and just slide that, and that'll come through and just kind of pop off. You don't have to close the scissors, it's best if you don't. And then just work its way out. There you go. And you got this crazy little thing because it was wet and then it dried, and let's do the rest. That one came out really easy. The elastic obviously flew somewhere. All right, I really highly suggest that you cut those out instead of really pulling and messing with that, especially because the hair around the face is super fragile. So please try and cut those out. Also, I really understand that that style is maybe not for everybody, but it is something different, and I didn't want to do something that everybody's already doing on YouTube. This is one I haven't really seen a lot of, so I hope that you try it out and let me know what you think. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying it. It helps me and my channel grow, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do, is grow my channel. So also be sure to subscribe if you enjoy the content, and hit the notification bell so you know when the next one comes out. Alright guys, for the second style, this is my go-to, my favorite updo. I wear this all the time. I just love it. This is going to be a crown braid, and it's a Dutch braid, so if you don't know how to Dutch braid, please watch the video up here because I already have the tutorial on how to Dutch braid your hair. It's very similar to a French braid, except for it's actually the opposite. Instead of folding your hair over, it's folding under. So this might be tricky if you learned your French braid first. For me, I actually learned the Dutch braid first, so it is easier for me. And this is what gives it that popping out big braid kind of look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a little bit of a side part, and then I'm going to take like a rounded shape in the back and just get this out of my way for now. So I'm just gonna like clip it just like that, just for the time being, because I'm gonna work here first. So we'll start with a section about this big, nothing too crazy. I don't want to start really small though, because this is not gonna be like, I don't want it to start off like a cornrow. So I'm gonna start with this arm above my head because I want it to easily come around. And again, if you don't know how to Dutch braid, please watch that other video because I am going to go somewhat quickly through this and just braid the hair. Each time I do a few sections, I want to go ahead and pull out some of the braid to pancake it. And actually at this point, I'm already going to take this out because I want that hair to come into this braid. I just didn't want it to come into it right at the beginning. Keeping it fairly close to the face as well. this first part isn't typically seen as much as everything else. You can leave sections out to curl later. And again, pancaking those as we go. Okay, so this is where it's gonna get tricky because I have to switch how my hands are because this braid is now going up and my hands are currently not in a position to do that. So what I'm gonna do is flip my arm around and grab my section here like so. Rearrange here. So the last one that came was this one underneath. So I'm going to add hair into that. Switch. Tilt my head back up. Grab some for that one. Remember, we want to leave some hair out in front of the ear. Just finishing up here, just a few more sections. This looks like it's it. This goes into the last one. And there we have our braid going all the way around. Now, the important thing is to pancake this. And so I gotta do this now before I let go of my braid or finish it off so there's enough like looseness. I like it pretty big. If anything pops out, you can always bobby pin that. I like it a little messy. And I can always go back and tweak it once I'm done and I can hold like the mirror and really see what I'm doing. Because a lot of this right now was just from feel. All right, and once that's done, finish the braid. Continue braiding in the direction it'll go over the head. Remembering to pancake. And now the reason I said the first part doesn't matter too much is because this is gonna lay over top of that part of the braid where we began. Pancake, pancake, pancake. Now we see I pulled out a little bit more here than I would have liked to. So you have two options. Either come back and rebraid it and then pull out less, or pin it when you're putting your braid on. I'm just gonna pin it. I do try and braid down as far as I can. So I do want this braid to like reach as far around again as I can. So by pancaking it, it has that same like thickness. Now I do have some layers on the ends though, so the further I go, the more hairs will stick out. So I'm thinking this is a good place to stop, put my elastic in. And another thing I do sometimes is loop the bottom, and then it can just kind of tuck in underneath the braid, but the loop looks like another loop of the braid. So I'm gonna pin this, because right now this is what it looks like. So basically we just want to pin this one down because everything else is secure. So you have to decide like, how do you want it? Do you want it to come down? It can even go over the ear and have like an asymmetrical kind of feel. Do you want it up more so that you see the front hairs coming in? These you can leave or curl. This is really where it's up to your own like artistic preference. So I'm gonna go ahead and look in another mirror and be right back just to decide where I want to place it. All right, so I've gone ahead and mostly pinned this up and in place, and I've curled the wispies. I am going to now take this little guy here and use a hairpin to just get this guy out of the way. There we are. So this is the look. This is just my favorite thing to wear. It's totally me, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll just give you a quick spin and show you what it looks like. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something new, and if you did, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Like I said earlier, it really helps me, and I just want to grow our community here on YouTube, and I'm excited to watch it happen. Every new subscriber is a little celebration for me, and it's super exciting. Leave a comment down below telling me which style is your favorite or which one you might try out. Let me know. I'm really interested in seeing, and I hope to see you guys in my next video real soon. Bye!